Hello viewers and welcome to Voicetv Nigeria. I am Dorcas Olariwaju, and if you are just watching this channel for the very first time, please do well to subscribe and like. Also follow us on all our social media handle. Today I'm not alone in the studio. I am with the president of Abuja Youth Resident Association, the person of Comrade Akoshile Mukhtar. As we all know, the election is no more at the corner. I'm sure we're already seeing the election. So as the president of Abuja Resident Youth Association, do you think Nigerian youth, especially in the FCT, do you think they are well sensitized on the effects of being used as political thuggery?
Good morning again, and good morning Nigerians, good morning Abuja. As you know, young people are gotten to the level at which they have been able to be self-determined for themselves on what is good and what is not good. As pertaining your questions, if they are well sensitized, yes. Although we are complimenting that by what we just did a few days ago by going through the all area councils to make sure that we speak to young people at different fora, different rallies, to let them see reasons why they should just go to the vote and to the polling booths to vote rather than to go and fight. Reason why they should go there to vote for that candidate of their own choice that they think can better of the system as more than as we had today. So when you talk about sensitization, we have actually gone so vigorous. We've touched all sector of life in Abuja to make sure that they know about doing the right thing at the right time.
Just 3 days to the election, your association held a grand rally to sensitize FCT youth on the need for peace during and after this election. Do you think this message will really go far?
Yeah, it will, because the challenge we've been having and the feedback we've been getting from young people is that the current situation of the country is affecting their independent reasoning to whether or not they will be going on the election day to go and vote. But we have to now quickly swing into action to make sure that we change that narrative. Of course, you and I know that there are challenges in the land. There's the newly introduced with the sign of Naira. There is the mopping up of some very big volume of cash within out of the system to make sure that Nigeria is better off. We believe a good policy, and we also use the forum to also ask Nigerians to bear with the CBN and the federal government, making sure that the right thing is being done. Now, going back, we were able to make sure that we speak to our young people on the reason why they should not allow the current situation in the country to arouse their thinking not to go and vote on election day, because election cannot be shifted. And if election go and you are not able to decide for yourself who you think can be your own leader for the next 4 years, when the person gets into power, you do not have any moral justification to speak either for or against the leadership of such a person. So that's why we came out to say election must hold and your people must participate in the election.
And you also made a sound warning during that rally that any element they are trying to disrupt the election or postpone the election, that they should be aware that everybody is looking forward to this thing.
Yes, of course.
Do you have any set of people? Do you?
No. What we did is simple. What we did is to sign what we call peace declaration, Abuja Youth Peace Declaration. We submitted the letter to the permanent secretary of FCT, and in that declaration, we wrote there that we had freelance. We have information that, as I said, the Naira inconveniences. Do you understand? If you go to all other states, there have been protests, there have been distress, there have been public disturbances. And these are the kind of disturbances that we have also had that want to happen in Abuja. But we've been able to surmount them. Under our watch, nobody, young person will come into the street of Abuja to protest. And these are the people that we are referring to and giving them our warnings that they should not try and say they want to come and protest because you don't have a car. You can go cashless for the meantime and make sure that let this election go, let it come and go. It's because the democracy we are all enjoying today, we're being fought for by our forefathers, and it should not come to an end now that we need it mostly as young people. We want to contribute our quota to the system. So let us together strengthen the democracy and move Nigeria forward. So that's the warning we are giving to people, that nobody should come and in any guise disrupt the election. If they try and do that, the security is there to apprehend them.
So are you giving the FCT residents, because FCT residents, they are non-indigenous. They have the Yorubas, the Hausa, the Igbo.
Yes.
So are you giving them assurance that the election will be free of violence, fair and credible?
Of course, not even only the residents, even our friends who are the indigenous also, we've held meeting, we held the peace pact together, and we are agreed together, because FCT administration is doing wonderfully well to make sure that they also assist to make sure that the peace we are talking about is achieved. Because if you have an intention of peace within yourself and you don't have the opportunity to spread the news to other persons, that means you've not done anything. But what makes it a complete peace process is when you get that message of peace, you're able to transmit and translate it to the other person who is far from you. Like we have, as I said earlier, we went to Abaji, went to Kudu, all these villages in Abuja that you can even think of. We have gone there to lay the message of peace to them. So by God's grace, we are so optimistic that anybody that is resident in Abuja, young people, we are resolute there will be peace during and after the election.
I still remain Dorcas Olariwaju. Remain blessed.